NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Simmons gets it in the left corner. To Butler. It's Embiid. That's rebounded by Toronto. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Leonard. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Simmons with it. Just getting going here in Game 1. Lowry with it. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Leonard. Lowry to Leonard. From long range, he made his first effort, but not that time. Butler to Redick. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads just a point. Danny Green to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. To Lowry. Surveys the floor. Lowry to Leonard. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Oh, Ben Simmons, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. A couple of cracks at the line now.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Simmons into the front court. Down by 1. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now a steal by Philly. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler into the front court. Leads 3. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Lowry to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Redick to Simmons. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Marc Gasol sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Leonard to Lowry. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harris to Simmons. Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Got it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. short jumper misses.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Good. Off a spin.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris to Redick. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Ben Simmons snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Harris to Simmons. Oh, he had him there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Driving right to the basket. And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Kawhi Leonard, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. In the front court comes Simmons. Down two to Monroe. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Rebound cleared by Philly. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Down low to Monroe. And count the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Toronto has the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Trying to cash in. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
We all know that's the part of Ben Simmons' game that he needs to work on in order to take his game to the next level. He has to become a respectable shooter, because even if he puts his head down and gets to the rim and gets fouled, he only shoots 56% from the free throw line. By the way, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard were better free throw shooters last year than Ben Simmons. Wow.
To Simmons. To Butler. Kicks it around the perimeter. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Here's Leonard for two. Off the mark. Well contested.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Ibaka. Layups good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Leonard. Simmons with it. Lead is 2. Redick. That's off the side of the rim, short. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Serge Ibaka slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Sixers control it. Here comes the screen. Marc Gasol pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Slam dunk, Fred VanVleet.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Simmons into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Great feed. The monster stuff.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Butler to bring it up. Shot clock off as they look to break the tie. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. First quarter is complete, and this one's all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lynn to Gasol. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Leonard can't connect. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Simmons with it. Down just a couple. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Leonard. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Joel Embiid with the block. That's his third block this evening. Marc Gasol, 2 of 4 now.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Hey, watch the screen lift. Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
And scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Toronto with the basketball. Lynn to Danny Green. They work it down to Gasol. Not that time. Baller into the front court. Down a point. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Down low for Leonard. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Embiid to Simmons. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lynn to Danny Green. Joel Embiid. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Lynn to Gasol. Down low to Leonard. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Sixers have the basketball to Simmons. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Short jumper off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each.
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Danny Green. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Redick. That's no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lowry into the front court. Down by 1. To Leonard. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. The shot clock expires. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. 3 for 6 now.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry to Gasol. Probing the defense. Curling inside. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Butler to bring it up. They trail by 1. To Simmons. Butler gets it in the left corner. Redick. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lowry to Gasol. Short jumper won't fall.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Lowry to Leonard. Down low Gasol. Missed a wide open look.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Gasol at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Missed it at the line. Simmons goes to the left side. To Simmons. And a nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Here comes the screen. Leonard. They work it down to Gasol. Nice pass to get things going.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons to Redick. Easy pass to the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Leonard to Gasol. Down low. Ben Simmons swats it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Tobias Harris tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Danny Green. And the rebound taken by the big lefty, Monroe. Baller into the front court. Up by 6. To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4. To Monroe. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Redick with it. Up 6. To Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Marc Gasol rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lowry with a shot that's no good. A shot no good by Harris. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. Down low to Monroe. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. And coasting in for 2.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Danny Green to Gasol. Can't miss those. Simmons, terrific vision. J.J. Redick, he's 3 for 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
76ers are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors are keeping things exciting in a close matchup.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
Simmons.
And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Gasol. That's rebounded by Embiid. To Tobias Harris. Butler. Off the assist.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Jimmy Butler. And the rebound comes down to Harris. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lowry to Leonard. Ibaka buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
To Tobias Harris. Shot from the lane won't go. Redick with it. His team up by 7. Down low for Harris. No good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Probing the defense. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Lowry with it. The deficit now up to 5. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Simmons to Butler. Embiid, good for 2.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
So Lowry. buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
It's so deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Harris. Butler to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
I want to what's going to come in.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry has the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. And the rebound taken by Butler. Simmons with it. Leads 5. To Embiid. Has a look. It's no good. Great defense.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Off the mark. Butler to bring it up. Up 5. Trying to cash in. The shot by Butler? No. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Simmons to Redick. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Danny Green to Leonard. Download this all. It was right there. Butler into the front court. Up by 3. To Embiid. Layup goes down. Well done.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Nothing going here on that drive. Redick to Butler. Good look that time, but off the mark. Danny Green to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good. To Simmons. Embiid to Tobias Harris. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lowry to Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Sixers control it. To Monroe. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't.
Our cable box in here? No. It isn't. It should be. It's right there. It's right there. You have it? Yeah, let me go over there and get it. Oh! Shut up. You know how to do it? What? The cable? No. You don't?
Dunk that.
No, because you made a dumb decision. What? You can't get cable unless you come back in here. Yes, I can. No, you cannot. The cord is stuck into that room, Chance. So that means it's another cord. That means it's another cord. Yeah, the cord has to be here. The cable has to be in here. No, it don't. How the fuck am I supposed to get this out of here? You know what it is?
Then we would have to talk about it.
It's going and all.
Ben Simmons. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Pascal Siakam. Leonard. Can't get the bounce. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. And throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons. That out of his range and no good. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Deep left corner to Leonard. 4-3. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Butler. Fires the three, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much
Fred
talk about
VanVleet,
defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Tobias Harris. Embiid. For three. Raptors have the rebound. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fred VanVleet. Kawhi Leonard. And scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Serge Ibaka. Snatching it out of the air. Ooh, 5 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Simmons into the front court. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Kawhi Leonard pins it. That's off of Leonard out of bounds. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
That's why I'm not in the league. Ben Simmons did all the most of the work. I'm just getting in.
To Butler. Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Jimmy Butler. Jeremy Lin. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. Harris to Embiid. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it. Lin with it. Shot clock off as they trail by 3. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here's Leonard for 2. Add 2 points to the board. Late heave to beat the buzzer.
Oh, you have to pass through the ball.
Complete. It's the Sixers out in front. This has been a battle thus far. Philadelphia with the basketball. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lin with it. His guys now trailing by a point. So Lowry. Great pass to set it up. Flushes it home.
And no
Alright,
emotion, just
you want to
that
go back
ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense.
You're not LeBron. You're not Golden State. You're
To Brunson.
Canadian. And you're 76. What could have
Embiid, good for 2.
This may sound cheesy,
We gonna
but
win this
sometimes you just need
whole
to sit back,
playoff series.
get a tub of
Promise
popcorn,
you.
and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're
I might
watching
got
right now.
4 points in the game, but don't worry.
Lin.
Game 2, Game 1.
And count the basket inside.
No big deal.
Nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Lynn with it. His guys now down by a point. It
Gotta
goes down.
guard.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Pascal Siakam with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Toronto has the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Redick. J.J. Redick. Now 4 for 9.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
And he hits.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads 1. Pascal Siakam, deep right corner. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
So Lowry. Oh, great
How you
pass.
just up
Setting
in
up the
there? Who you
basket.
like that when you trying to block
Big
him?
shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Lynn. Jeremy Lin. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Block.
That's a
You read
strong
the ball.
finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Butler. To Brunson. No good.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Jeremy Lin. Shot from the lane won't go. Redick. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam. Finish that. To Redick. To the rim. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Lin. Has a chance. Jeremy Lin. He's 3 for 7.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you know what.
Reach in, my dude. Somebody told you to reach in to get the ball.
Knocked loose. Butler. Not going down here. Lin with it. His guy's down 3. Oh, he had it. Redick. Danny Green. Joel Embiid sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Looking for his man. Lowry goes to the right side. Has a look. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
To Redick. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
J.J. Redick trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 89%. Oh, he can't connect. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Butler to Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Lowry. To Jeremy Lin. Tobias Harris with the block. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lynn. Trying to cash in. Their shot by Lowry misses. They go down low to Simmons. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Danny Green passed it off. It's Pascal Siakam with the 2.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with the easy lay right there.
Butler. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lowry into the front court. His guys trail.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Redick from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. And one. Embiid good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Lowry with it. His guys down 11. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Simmons. Has a chance. Shot by Simmons won't fall. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
4-3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Butler. To Redick. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. Redick. Nice pass to set things up.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
I'm just pulling it. They can catch up anytime they pull up.
To Redick. Simmons buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And scores. Strong take.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Won't go.
I missed that Jimmy New York.
Lowry to Lynn. Had a good look there, but it's no good. And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
No good on the set. Slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboard. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Joel Embiid, huge block. 9 blocks.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion. Intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Long key from three-quarters court. The Sixers are victorious. They've jumped out in front 1 game to none in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The WWE Universe mode. I will have that upload Thursday.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Raptors lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
Simmons
Was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
That made no sense. Yeah. Teammate playoff game. He could have had a double-double. He would have just kept on up to the first.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
want to do my agent now. Yes, I have to listen to my agent before I go to bed.
Yo, what's going on, guys? For Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon. This year's NBA playoffs are heating up, and all eyes are on the One and his team after their last win. The One has played a huge role in his team's playoff success, and as we all know, the postseason can be an opportunity to make history. Is the One going to lead his squad deeper into the playoffs and maybe even into the finals? We'll just have to wait to find out. Until then, for Complex News, I'm Speedy Mormon.
Never seen the man play like you can. That stuff true. If y'all know me, I am a Jordan and Nike brand person. I am not an Adidas or Under Armour person. So, the playoff bracket has updated. Golden State is 3, Pelicans 1, Houston 3, Lakers. What's going on? You letting Sacramento whoop your ass. It's 1-3. Thunder 3-2. Boston. I wasn't not expecting that, but okay. 3-1. Miami. We got to talk. You cannot let Washington whoop your butt like this. Pistons. I could see that coming. I really wanted to see a battle of the Floridans, but it looked like that's not going to happen. So it's going to be a Detroit versus Philly situation. So leave all your comments down and below who you think going to win this series in the second round and the East. Like I said, I'm out. See y'all Saturday. Peace.